Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are having an awesome day. So I just wanted to kind of make a video showing off the pythons that are in the room. I don't think I show them off that often because I am a boa lover, and I know a lot of you guys on the channel love the boas a lot more than the pythons. But gotta give them a little bit of love now and then. So we're just checking out, first of all, my Pearl Burmese python, and we have made a lot of progress, and it's very exciting that she now trusts me and that she is very comfortable with me holding her and picking her up, and she's not struck at me in probably 5 months. She doesn't hiss at me anymore. She's just super calm, super relaxed, and it's really nice to have a snake that you can make the bond with when they first weren't too thrilled with you or being around you. So you guys know that I am working with the VPI Aztec. She definitely has a worse attitude than Peaches right here, but we'll get her calmed down just like got her calmed down. So I know her cage does not look the best right now. I will be filling this with mulch soon. I am waiting on the ARS rack still, and then once that comes in, I'm going to be building a frame on top of this 8-footer so I can stack this. And I don't want to fill it with mulch because I know when I fill it with mulch, I'm going to get an email probably the day afterwards saying that I can go and pick up the rack system, and then I have to take all the mulch out and then break this down and move it up there. So it's just a lot of extra work, but she's fine with the cardboard. I know it's all ripped up because she likes to lay under it, and so I just kind of split it in half just to find her. But she does have 2 water sources, and then she has some shed in there, and then that one's just for more humidity because she is really small. Honestly, she's too small to be in this enclosure right now. She would do very well in one of these, an 8-footer. Like, she'd be perfect in there. But I don't know, I just wanted her to have some room to explore and stuff like that. But everything should be settled because she's growing quick, and she should be up to a good size here in the next 6 months or to a year, now that she's on rats, good size rats actually. She's probably on, yeah, she takes small rats, smaller small rats. But yeah, so this is just Peaches, just showing you guys how she's doing, and she is very, very bright when I take her outside or under some really nice lighting. We can see here how yellow she is, and then with the white sides and stuff like that. But super calm. Big difference between just a couple of months ago, just handling her a lot. And then of course that's what I need to do with my other boas. So we will put her away, and she obviously would rather not hang out with me. So we'll look at some of the ball pythons. This is not all of them, but we'll just look at a few. And so I really need the rack system because these are just not working out at all. This is the just a plain female pied ball python, and she looks really good. So she's definitely getting some size on her. I do have to feed all of them tonight, so I just think just the plain Jane pieds are awesome. I really like the high white ones, although the lower expression whites with some of the morphs look good too, because you can actually see the details on what's added into them. And then I just filled her water dish up, and she dumped it, so I can't really fit hides in here, which is kind of a problem. And then they dump their water because they want to get in the water bowl, or flip it over so they can hide in it. So hopefully all of that gets resolved when the rack system gets here, because I'm going to have built-in the water cup so they can't dump it. And then I can put bedding in there so the bedding doesn't get soaking wet and it doesn't stain their colors. So some of these snakes, they're not the best looking right now because they are dirty, they are stained, and then they had a bunch of bedding in them earlier, and then I just cleaned some of them out. But this is a black pastel pied, and she's getting a lot of new black markings and speckles all over her every time she sheds, and which is really exciting because I don't know how many she's going to end up with, which is cool. So all of these are 2020 babies, and they are on pretty much weaned rats as of right now. Started off out of the egg on rat pups, and then have just been feeding them rat pups most of their life until just a couple of feedings, or a couple of weeks ago, I should say. And then the banana clown has a lot of speckles on him, and he is in shed, which is exciting, growing very quickly. And so not the best colors on him because they fade out a lot when they go into shed. And then it really sucks with ball pythons because ball pythons look really nice as babies, and then when they get to adults, most of their colors fade out a lot, which is kind of why I'm looking into the fire line. Hopefully I can pick up a fire clown male, then I can add fire to a lot of these, and then we can get a lot of the colorations. And when they get older, they stay brighter. So this is a mess. So this is basically what they do I was talking about. They dump it. This bedding gets really wet, and I don't know if this bedding has a dye on it, but then the dye gets on the snake, and then the snake gets stained and just super dirty. So this is Super Mojave, and she should be whiter than this, but of course she's stained, and then it happens with the pieds. So that's what I'm dealing with. It's just a mess. So rack systems will make everything better. I hope, at least. It should keep all the bedding dry, and then again in here, which she went to the bathroom while I was not looking, and then of course the same thing happens with her, but she is a dark skinned or dark scaled snake, so she's not going to stain as bad. It's not going to show up, even though she might have some staining on her. So this is the pastel clown, and her colors will fade out just because that's just what adult ball pythons do. Now if I would get a fire and put fire into that, her colors would be very bright her whole life. So we'll just look at one more, and then we'll just wrap it up. So again, I just filled these up with water, and she dumped it and soaked her, soaked the paper towels, which I don't really want to use paper towels when I get into the rack system. I will be using Repti Chip just because it looks nicer, it'll be easier. So this is the Orange Ghost Super Fire, again, another female. So pretty stacked up on the females with the ball pythons. And so I do have that one male, so we'll see what happens with him. I'm hopefully can get another male this year, another female this year, but mostly I really want to get into the males because I think I don't have a lot of ball pythons, but I think I have enough that I could start making some good stuff with the clowns. But she's really, really bright. I have no idea what to add to her, but she looks good. She just came off of bedding, so her colors are not 100%, as I'm saying, like they do get stained, but we'll see what happens in the future. Hopefully the staining goes away with this new system that's on the way. So I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I appreciate the support. Hopefully you guys didn't mind seeing some of the pythons in the room, but I do have a few other ones that we'll show you later. But all right, I know you guys would rather see the bows, I'm sure, and then of course I'll be showing you guys those more and more in the future. But hopefully you guys have an awesome weekend, and I'll see you on the next video.